Hello. Well, I'm back in my office, running Zoom, sharing the screen. Oh, wait a second. I don't like how this looks. Maybe more like that. There we go. And in this part, we're talking about measures of center. And right now, we're talking about the mode. Ordinarily, statisticians don't care too much about the mode, but it's a feature of a data set that we can discuss. But it's not really often used in statistics, maybe in just describing things sometimes. So the mode is sometimes used as a measure of center. Usually it's not really such a good choice unless the distribution has this single peak symmetric shape, then the mode, the mean, the median all be the same value. Any one is the same number and they're all good as measures of center. For small data sets, the mode is the most popular value or more than one value if there's a tie-in possible values that happen the most often. There might be a couple of places where there's 6 values. Everywhere else, there's just maybe 1 or none. And so those places would be the mode. If each value happens only once, we say there is no mode because all the values are equally likely. The mode talks about the most likely value in some way. In large data sets, the histogram tends to take on a smooth shape like this. And the mode is located at the highest peak. Well, it's located under the highest peak. So if that's the mode, the value on the axis down here, sorry, if that's the highest peak, the value down here is the mode. Highest peak mode, value on the axis. The mode can exist for any data type, quantitative or categorical. It's the value that corresponds to the longest, highest bar in a bar graph or the highest bar in a histogram. So that could be a number or it could be a category that's the largest, most popular category. Data sets with 2 modes are called bimodal. Data sets with more than 2 modes are called multimodal. And typically, if you have a distribution skewed to the right, we'll see the mode, then the median, and the mean showing up in that order from left to right. If it's symmetric, they're all the same value. If it's skewed left or negatively skewed, then the median, so the mean, then the median, the mode show up in that order. And you think, well, we know the mean falls on the side of the median that the distribution is skewed into. And with this kind of shape, the mode itself ordinarily will not divide the area in half. There'll be less area on this side than on this side. So that means the median will be over here where it divides the area in half. Now that doesn't really look like it does it. They're probably closer together than you would think. This is just, it's illustrating the positions. The mode is less, the median next, the mode is the greatest, then the median, then the mean, if it's skewed left. Otherwise, the mode is the smallest, the median's next, then the mean if it's skewed right. Here's a picture of what bimodal would look like. Yay, we got bimodal. So the main reason, though, for being on this document camera and this inside of Zoom here is I want to do some calculator stuff, which means I want to enter this information. Maybe that'll work. Into the calculator. So the way we're going to do that, we'll turn it on first. There's on, okay. And then maybe zooming in might be nice. I don't know, let's see. So if I zoom in a little bit. My picture's in the way, maybe we can do it like this. Oh, then I can't see the whole calculator. Okay, wait. I'll make this bigger. Maybe like that, okay. And then I'll zoom out enough so I can at least see most of the calculator. This will work. Because you have to see buttons, right? Okay, so there, all the buttons are visible. We're in good shape. Okay, ready to go? So I want to enter that data in the calculator. So I'm going to go here to stat. And then up here, edit is highlighted. If it's not highlighted, you would highlight it by going up to this spot here. You can scroll up and down here. There's stuff you can do like clear the list. If you forget how to clear a list, you can clear all the lists, I think, using this. Let's see what happens. Go to clear list. Oh, give it a list. Okay, so I'm going to clear list 1. I choose list 1. So list 1 is that little L1 there above the 1 button. It's blue. So you go blue 1. There's list 1. Hit enter. And it's cleared. That's nice. So where are we going? Stat edit. Okay, stat edit. So over there, list one has now been cleaned out. And we're going to put those numbers in. They are 60, and you hit enter in between. 60, 43, 72, 12, 20, 13, 26, 72. Okay. And I usually like to look back over it and see, does that look like it matches everything? Maybe. Okay. 45, 34. Sometimes my calculator won't take both keystrokes. It's just going to be one number. So I'm just going to be a little bit careful. So here's some more numbers. 64, 80, 19, 19, 30, I'm going up 36, okay. 36, 34, 45. Okay, now we're going back down the list. 10, 20, 40, 21, 123, 19. I'm looking. I don't think I did 123. Damn. Where was that? After the 21, it's supposed to be a 123. Okay. 19. Enter. Okay. Take it. Okay. 40. I'm concerned. 40, 19. So I'm supposed to have 24 values. I'm missing one. This is typical of me. Let's go through them, see what happens. So here, when you click on it, you get a bigger version of it there. So you can just look down there at the numbers that are coming up. 60, 43, 72, 12, 20, 13, 26, 70. Okay, that first row is good. 45, 34, 36, 19, 19, 21. There's no 21. 21, 80, 64. Okay, 10, 20, 40, 21, 123, 19, 40. And it tells you right here where you are. So this is the 24th value. So I'm happy now. When there were 23 before, we missed one. Okay, there they are. So we got all the values in. And now that they've been entered through stat edit, we'll go back to stat here. And this time we'll go over to calc. And we have things we can choose here. We're going to choose one variable statistics. Just scroll till you find it. There it is. Or you can hit 1. I think so. If I just hit 2, it takes me to 2. How do I get back out of there? I go back to stat. I go over to calc. Okay, so there we are. It's at 1. I'll just hit enter. I'll hit either one, 1 or enter. One will work. One will bring up one variable statistics. And then I have to put the list that I want to use. If that doesn't say list 1, I go second 1, hit enter, and that gives me list 1. Next, there's this thing called frequency list. That could be a list that tells you how many times each value that's next to it in list 1 happened in your data set. We don't usually have data like that, so usually I just leave that blank. And then I go down to calculate. And then we hit enter. There it is, one variable stats. We see X bar. It knows the notation. We got that. This is our first data set with the 24 values. And then here's the sum of the X's. We got 928. We got that. Here's some stuff I don't care about right now. If I go down just a little bit more, we'll see the median right there. Median is 30. So, and there's some other stuff there. This business, the max, the min, the Qs are called the quartiles. We'll see that in a minute. Not in a minute, but in a few minutes in Zoom land, maybe. There's the minimum value 10, there's the max value 123. These 5 numbers are called the 5-number summary. They're pretty good at summarizing most of the features of the data that you might care about. And there we go. We found out how to use the calculator to enter information and to produce some statistics for single variable data. And that should end this section. And we'll move on afterwards. And I'm sure hoping that the Zoom recording worked. We'll just find out in a minute. Well, I'll find out. You'll never know, because if I do it over again, you'll just see the new one.